What's up guys? Today we're going to be doing something really fun with the Mazda RX7. We're going to be removing the sound deadening inside the car. Check it out, check it out. You can see right here how there's still some pieces of the sound deadening on the car. From right here in the back to all the way on the inside, we'll be removing all that. Ooh, it's going to be a lot of fun. Should be exciting, something new that we haven't done yet, so it's going to be a learning process as well. Check out right here. Already removed some of it using another method, but today we're going to be using the dry ice method and see if we can remove it a lot faster, a lot more efficient. And yeah, let's see how it goes.
Should be fun, should be fun. I had the old hammer and chisel method before, but today we decided to pick up some dry ice, try different methods, see if we can get some of those big chunks out a lot faster, because it seems like it will take forever to use a chisel and a freaking hammer to get all that stuff out, because there's a lot of sound deadening in here. Ton between the front, the back, over the wheel wells. So let's see what we can do. At the body shop, it gets super dusty, so we've only been here for a couple minutes just filming a little bit of the inside. You can see it already super dirty. Crazy how much freaking dust is on this thing. Oh my god, you would think that they painted the freaking windshield. Jesus. So we're going to blow all this dust off on just the RX7 right here. We're gonna get some dry ice crushed up and we're gonna get it going. So let's see how easy it is, and hopefully it comes off in some big chunks and we can make some real progress fast. So
let's doing it for the weight reduction.
Yep. Weight reduction. Oh yeah, it's gonna add
25 pounds.
25 pounds and 25 horsepower. We'll see what's up. So let's crush up some dry ice, mix some rubbing alcohol in, take all the dust off of this dusty bitch right here, and let's get it going.
Picked up a little bit of some rubbing alcohol and 20 pounds of dry ice. Hopefully this should be more than enough. Always protect yourself when you're working with dry ice.
Always protect yourself with dry ice, brothers. No glove, no dry ice love. So 20 pounds dry ice. Gonna need a little bucket, something to crush it up into. Got the rubbing alcohol right here. So we are going to...
What's enough?
Well, seemed like some people said they used a lot of rubbing alcohol. Other people didn't use any rubbing alcohol. So we're gonna do a little mixture of both. We're gonna put a little bit of rubbing alcohol in with it, and that'll probably get you trapped. We're gonna mix a little bit of the rubbing alcohol in with the dry ice. Not too much, because some people said that if it's too watery, it will kind of slide off the vertical parts of the car, like the wheel well. So we're not gonna use too much, so it has a really nice slushy consistency, and we can keep it flat and it will kind of stay on the parts of the car. So hopefully that works, and we'll see what kind of success we have with it. I'm feeling pretty confident about it, but there are a lot of pieces that do need to get the sound deadening removed. So it should take a little bit, but if we do it right and we have the right consistency, it should all come off really nice. Let's see how it goes. Yazzers. Got the hammer, got the dry ice, got the bucket.
You can see how they come in big clumps like that. We're gonna want to break it up to get into little pieces.
Oh yeah. Gonna want to break it up so it's not too clumpy but not too fine at the same time, so when we lay it out it's covering a lot of the surface area and there aren't too many gaps in between, so it evenly cools down all the sound deadening, allowing the ice to really soak into all the different parts of it, and then it should be able to come off pretty easily, not too difficult, or so we're hoping. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, let's break it all up. We'll add a little bit of this right about here. Yeah, I put a little bit so it makes it a little swish around a bit. How's it feel?
It's pretty slushy.
Getting pretty slushy?
Yeah.
Pretty slushy like Mount High. Looking like a pretty good consistency. It's pretty nice and slush and broken up right there. Only a couple big chunks. So let's throw it on. Maybe we'll just throw it on one of the parts and see how it is. Starting with the back or what?
Yeah. This piece right here.
Alright, let's get it.
Crackle pop.
If you hear that snap, crackle, pop, that's a good sign. Nice. Already starting to separate a bit. Super good sign. Yeah.
It's just cold as fuck.
It's probably like negative 100 degrees. Martin's about to blow all this freaking dust and shit off of the whip so it's a little bit cleaner for us to work on so we don't get shit all over ourselves. Thank you, brother. Body shop life. It gets crazy dirty. Oh man, look at that. Nice. Yeah. Alright, first piece. Look at that. Came off super nice. First piece down. Look at that. Nice.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, certain areas you might need to, you know, close the pin. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys are pros.
Hell yeah. We're pros. Look at that piece. Look at that.
First piece gone.
Alright. That was the whole panel. So what? That was like 15 minutes, something like that.
So now maybe we could
Start covering up more of the panels.
yeah, exactly.
Alright, section number 2. Ooh yeah, hear that? Nice. Maybe 5 or 6 ounces of the rubbing alcohol to about 10 pounds of the dry ice, which worked pretty well. A lot of people said that they used a lot more, like 16 or 24 ounces per 10 pounds, which we didn't do, and it's still working out really well. So don't buy too much rubbing alcohol, and it should still work just fine. Body shop life. Real noisy up in here. Getting work done on all these whips over here. Moves over here. Pull the motor out right here. It's going on this Datsun right over here. A lot of stuff going on over here. On this RX7. Some other whips over there. And it's a busy day here at Slick Carbon today. Making progress on all these whips. Feels good, looks good, is good.
That shit's already popping out.
Nice. Yeah. Easy money.
I'm gonna push it down. Because you want to reduce as much dry ash as possible. You don't have too much of it, so
Push it on down the mountain. I'll go flatten it out right now. Oh yeah.
Abby piece.
Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about. Big chunks coming out. Yes, working out just like we prayed it did. Already have pretty much the whole trunk area taken out. That's the biggest piece so far. Nice. All right, good stuff. As you can see, chunks are coming off way better than just using a chisel and hammer, because it would get all chunked up like this right here. Super small pieces at a time coming out, but with the dry ice, we're able to get such huge chunks out at a time, making it so much easier. Nice. I don't know if we let it sit on there as long, but it's still coming off pretty nice. Yeah. All right, now how are we gonna get it to stick on this part is what I wanna know. The vertical parts are the tricky parts. Coming off pretty solid right there.
I need to put some more, like,
A couple more chunks over there. A little bit back on this little piece right here. Get a little bit more over here.
So that sound deadening was a little different. You could see how it's not really like solid pieces, it's like really fuzzy.
Got all this fuzzy foam over here.
So we're using gas to let it soak in for a little bit, and then once it kind of eats up the material, we're gonna use a razor blade to scrape it off. But you can see how this side came out pretty nice.
We're doing
huge difference.
All sorts of sketchy shit today. Got the dry ice, got the gasoline.
Great mixture.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Get the project going, brother.
Project car. We're getting high. I know.
Jesus.
And you can, since we mix alcohol with the dry ice, you can kind of smell the alcohol sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Here you can see how much material we've already taken out. It's a good amount. This piece right here was probably the best. Makes me proud. Makes me proud.
All right, going for these verticals right here.
Oh,
Nice. Not too bad at all.
Not bad for not having anything on.
Nice. I mean, we honestly didn't even really put too much dry ice on there for too long. We more or less just kind of, because it kept sliding off of the vertical parts right there. So for a few minutes, we just kind of held it up on here. Put a couple pieces at the top right here, just so it would separate right here. And yeah, we pretty much filled the bottom area, at least up to the point where it wasn't sliding down. And it seems to have made it cold enough to be able to separate it. So going pretty good. Might need a little bit more down there. Try these pieces right here. These ones should be possibly good.
Let's see, let's see.
Let's see these right here. Let's go. Alright, getting some good chunks over here. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, meanwhile, Andy's getting these pieces off, coming off pretty nice. Not too bad at all. It's alright, it's alright. Well, that's a good amount of progress thus far. This whole panel's pretty much off. This one pretty much minus one little spot right there. The whole back is pretty freaking empty right there. So we're already on our last block of dry ice. Probably have like another 5 pounds left or something like that. So one word of advice would be, when you're doing it, we actually maybe used a little bit too much in the back and kind of had it a little bit stacked up. And it was a little bit clumpy at first, as opposed to really breaking it up finely and doing a super thin layer across big parts of it. Because you honestly don't need too much, you don't need to stack it up too high. It can be a super thin layer over a wide surface area, and it will start crackling and it will pop up pretty well. So, word of advice, save the dry ice. Don't let it sit for too long, maybe 5-10 minutes seemed to be enough for us. Some places was actually even less than 5 minutes, and it just already started to crackle, and we would just go for it and then push the dry ice over. But if you let it sit for too long and it's too clumpy, it will not be good. No, hole in the bottom of the bucket. Oh man. I'm just going hard in there, getting those sweet spot corners out, putting in that work. Yeah, get those little corners right there. These guys over here dropping the motor in the Deadening. Good stuff. So much good stuff going on right now. These guys going hard right here. Yeah. So 20 pounds of dry ice later, got about, what, half of it out, 50-60%, something like that. Got a nice pile right here. Got probably like 50-60% done right here, but 20 pounds wasn't enough. I mean, we did a majority of it thus far. Probably pick up another 15 or 20 pounds, and this time we're gonna really break it up super finely so we can spread it all out, because big clumps, you waste a lot of it really fast, and that wasn't really working out that well. Because the back's all solid, center's pretty good. We started on the driver's seat and the passenger seat, and those are coming out good too. So I'm gonna get some more dry ice right now, and we will be back to finish this sound deadening removal off. Be back in a minute. All right, we're back. More dry ice. Had to go for another 20 pounds, so this brings us at almost 40 pounds. It was a little less than 20 pounds the first time, actually it was like 19, but then we got 20 pounds this time. So, only difference this time we're doing is we crushed it up way thinner so that we can cover the surface area better. No big chunks, so that's kind of a little bit of a waste. So, we're about to continue right now with the front of the passenger seat and then go on to the driver's seat. And this better be enough, because all the stores are about to close and we're not gonna be able to get more, and we need to finish this project today. So the guys over here at Slick can start working on the body, painting the inside, getting everything clean, because we gotta get this show ready as soon as possible. So we're gonna continue right now with the inside, lay out a thin layer, and keep popping these panels off.
Alright guys, so we got a lot done right now. Wanted to show you guys a little tip that we found out. So we were having a lot of trouble getting the sound deadening off the sidewall right here because the dry ice was just kind of falling down and going to the floor. So what we came up with was putting it inside a bag and then holding it against it for a little bit.
This is the hack right here.
Exactly.
It took us a while to figure out how the hell we were gonna do these sidewalls, because all the dry ice was just falling down basically. So get yourself a nice baggie, hold it on for like 5 minutes or something like that, and it seems to be doing the trick. And also it's saving a lot of dry ice because we're not spreading it out and it's not really melting as fast, so we're able to just move the bag around a bit. And we probably should have done that earlier and we would have saved maybe like 10 or 15 pounds of dry ice, but you live and you learn and you experience it. But that is the hack right here for anything vertical. I know a lot of people ask that in videos we've seen, and the bag seems to be the way to go. Haven't seen that in the video yet, so if you're doing sound deadening removal, you need to do the vertical walls, the baggie is the business. So we finally finished taking all the sound deadening out of Ondi's FC right here. We have all of the stuff right here. We filled up like 3 buckets of shit, probably at least 10 pounds or so per bucket, something like that. It's probably like 25 pounds here that we took out. All look good. How you feeling?
Accomplished for sure.
Accomplished with
tiredness.
with some tiredness, some hurting joints, feeling like old man over here. But we got all of it out, so we made some serious progress over here today. And yeah, peep it. Hardest part was definitely the front, right?
Yeah. I don't know what kind of adhesive they were using to attach the sound deadening, but
the pedals definitely under here was the hardest part, but we got all of that out. It pretty much getting this out took almost as long as like the whole back half, but we got the whole back half out pretty quick because it's all like flat pieces and stuff. And then when it came to the sides, it took a while. And then we got the bag trick going, but it's all out now, ready for paint, looking super dirty but clean at the same time. And if we can give you one pointer, the main pointer of doing this if you're gonna do sound deadening removal is, for all the vertical spots, use a freaking bag, because it will hold the dry ice, it won't melt as fast. We actually still have some left over, even though we thought we were gonna go through all of it. The second 20-pound set we did, we went back and got another 20 pounds, but we finally got it done and feels good. Gonna go home, knock out. That's the way we spend our Saturday night, because we doing what we gotta do to get this guy's build going as soon as possible right here. We appreciate y'all watching. Cannot wait to bring this to you when it's done. Oh yeah, one other thing. If you're gonna use gasoline to remove any adhesive or other shit, because there were some little parts of it that had a bunch of adhesive and foam in the back, we made a horrible decision to try and do a little bit of that at the same time. I was doing a little bit of that as when Andres was doing some sound deadening removal, and the whole inside of the car reeked of gas, and we probably didn't need to do that. So if you're gonna do that and you have any parts, gasoline does work really well, but do that at the end. Definitely don't do that in the middle of it, because you're gonna be sitting breathing in gas the whole time. I mean, unless you're trying to get high, but don't do that. Wear gloves, use a bag, and yes. Have a great night, y'all, and we'll see y'all next time. Doses.